against last season's Ligue 2 champions, hosting the French champions from 2 years ago. But as things stand, Reims currently have twice as many points as Monaco, and the onus is certainly on the visitors. Paris Saint-Germain, well, they broke records once again this weekend. That 2-1 victory over Lille made it 12 consecutive victories at the start of this new season. Lyon, well, they were held by Bordeaux at home earlier today. So PSG well clear at the top now, 13 ahead of Lille in second place. They really have put space and ground between them and any other side. Montpellier in third place, taking on Marseille later on this weekend. Stade de Reims, the host this evening, currently in 9th place. As I say, twice as many points as tonight's visitors. Monaco currently stuck inside the relegation zone with just 7 points. They could potentially finish the weekend bottom of the table should Guingamp win their game this evening. But they are facing a Reims side who don't give anything away cheaply. They've kept 7 clean sheets this season, a record that only Manchester City can match in Europe's top 5 leagues. They have, though, conceded 4 goals twice this season to Paris Saint-Germain. And to Amiens in week 3. They've got a strong side out this evening. Only missing 4 or 5 players, but none of whom would usually be in their starting 11 anyway. And despite having been eliminated from the Coupe de la Ligue in midweek, losing on penalties to Ligue 2 Orléans, they rested a good number of those players for that cup tie. Just 2 men who started on Wednesday evening are in the side tonight. The goalkeeper, Edward Mendy, and midfielder Xavier Chevalin. Sheyi Ojo, the English forward, scored his first goal for the club in that cup tie. He's on the bench this evening as coach David Guillon goes with pretty much the same side he put out in the 2-0 victory over Rennes last weekend. The only change is Mathieu Cafaro coming in for Doumbia. Plenty of experience in this side too, notably in the shape of Alexis Ramau and Marvin Martin, who have over 500 Ligue 1 appearances combined between them. And Rémi Oudin starting on the left-hand side of that trio supporting Chevalier. He scored both goals in that 2-0 win over Rennes last weekend. The 21-year-old is one to watch this evening without doubt. Well, Monaco arrive here on a dreadful run. They're now 10 league games without a win. It's their longest winless run in the top flight in 32 years. They almost fell to a 5th consecutive defeat last weekend at home to Dijon, had it not been for a Kamil Glick header in the dying embers, which gave them the draw. So as I say, Henry, that was his first point last weekend. And ahead of a week in which Monaco are in Champions League action on Tuesday against Club Bruges. France's all-time goal scorer in his 4th game of his managerial career, the 3rd league game in charge of Monaco, still searching for his first victory. Can he get it tonight? 8-time champions Monaco facing 6-time champions Reims, although last time Reims won the title was 1962. That was the year after Monaco won their first title. Well, if you look at that, their last 5 outings, Monaco not a win to their name. That 2-2 draw at home to Dijon, their last involvement in league football. Before that, it was a run of 4 consecutive defeats, including defeats to Strasbourg, Saint-Etienne and Angers. So Thierry Henry only making the 2 changes to the side that held on for that point against Dijon, with Antonio Bureka and Jean Aoulou dropping out, making way for Almami Touré, who starts at right back. Benjamin Henrich scored his first goal for the club in that 2-2 draw against Dijon. And the other change sees Nasser Shadley come into a trio just behind Moussa Silla, the 18-year-old who turns 19 at the end of the month. He's had plenty of chances this season. This is his 7th appearance of the campaign. Yet to score a league goal in the current term. Managed 2 in the same game last season against Caen. He's a very talented youngster. He's scored in the Champions League this season for Monaco. Can he find the net and score a very important goal for Thierry Henry's men this evening? He'll certainly be hoping so. And you look at the lineups, both set up in similar formations, but certainly Monaco have the quality to do more than they are currently doing. 19th in the table, second bottom that is, with just 7 points. They've scored just 12 goals. Bougez-vous, the message from the Monaco fans, which means get moving. Understandably, patience is wearing thin, but good away support from the Principality side here, miles away in Champagne country. Here come the players then, as this 12th week of action gets underway on the Saturday evening. Reims against Monaco coming up in just under 5 minutes' time. My name's Armel Tanguy, I'll be your commentator this evening as Thierry Henry looks for that elusive first win as Monaco manager. Monaco have only led for 3.5 minutes in Ligue 1 under Thierry Henry. He's got 1 draw and 1 defeat to his name so far. But if he fails to guide his men to a victory here in Reims, he'll become the first Monaco manager to go without a win in their first 3 league games since Laurent Banide in January 2011. Banide lasted 8 months in charge of the Principality club. Let's have another look at how the hosts line up then. David Guillon has kept just 2 players from that cup tie against Orléans on Wednesday. Edouard Mendy and Xavier Chavarin, the 2 that stay in the 11 from that defeat on penalties to Ligue 2 Orléans. And the only change from the 2-0 victory away to Rennes last weekend in the league is Cafaro in for Doumbia. Is the VAR room, which is manned by Olivier Thuard and Christian Guillard. They'll be called upon for all contentious decisions this evening. Monaco lining up in a similar formation to Reims, with 2 changes made from the 11 that started in the 2-2 draw against Dijon last weekend. Amami Touri is one of them. The other sees Nasser Shadley coming in for Jean-Eudes Aoulou, who's had a difficult start to his Monaco career. Sofiane Diop and Moussa Silla, both just 18 years old, are hoping to provide in the attacking sector for Thierry Henry. He knows a thing or two about scoring for Monaco as a teenager. Can he inspire Silla or Diop to give Monaco the win this evening? Unusual way of bringing the ball to the centre circle. Halloween 4 days late as a witch arrives with the ball in a basket. Moussa Silla looking a little perplexed. Not exactly what the Monaco players would have wanted to see as they try and stay as focused as possible and try and get this first win for Thierry Henry. He's not quite walking a tightrope yet, Thierry Henry, but certainly he's hardly waving and smiling the way that witch is. He and Monaco need the win this evening.
Et chers supporters, dans un instant, le coup d'envoi de cette rencontre, n'oubliez pas, allez au stade 2. Le stade 2. Le stade 2.
False start to get us moving at the Stade Auguste Delaune. We get away. Second time lucky. Can it be third time lucky for Thierry Henry, still searching for his first win as Monaco manager? His words this week were that nobody is safe from relegation in football. The same way anyone can be champions. Can he motivate his players to break a very sturdy Reims side? A team that have kept 7 clean sheets in the league this season, something only Manchester City can match in the entirety of Europe's top 5 leagues. Incidentally, this is a meeting between the 6-time champions Reims and 8-time champions Monaco. Last time Reims lifted the French title, it was the year after Monaco won their first, 1962. Certainly their path back to big time has been a little more difficult than that of Monaco's. They've spent most of their history, their 60th season in the top flight it is currently. As things stand, tonight's hosts have double the points that Monaco do after 11 weeks of play. They sit in the top half of the table, 9th. Monaco, second bottom, could potentially leave the bottom 3 this evening. They need to win by 3 or more goals and hope that Amiens are beaten. It's a strong side that Thierry Henry has named this evening. Of course, still missing the likes of Andrea Raggi, Daniel Subasic, Stevan Jovetic, Radamel Falcao, who has returned to training but judged not fit enough to travel this evening. Ronnie Lopez equally missing, and Djibril Sidibe. And just to add another name to that list, Pietro Pellegrini, the 17-year-old Italian wonder kid, also unavailable. Despite that, there is experience and plenty of talent in this Monaco side. And taking the throw in right now, Benjamin Henrichs, cost 20 million euros from Bayer Leverkusen. He's already a Confederations Cup winner. Very highly rated 21-year-old. He's one of those that be hoping to help lift Monaco out of their current dire situation. He did his bit last week. Scored the first goal in that 2-2 draw against Dijon. Youssoufai Benassa to Yuri Tillemans. Spotted the space for Nasser Chadli, his compatriot, who does have it now. And he takes on Fouquet into Golovin. Yet to really come alive in a Monaco shirt, Alexander Golovin, after really impressing for Russia at the 2018 World Cup. Here he is again, Golovin. Thought about the first time cross, instead he's twisting and turning with Bjorn Engels for company. And it's off the Belgian centre-back and behind for a first corner of the evening. One that goes Monaco's way. Spencer Shadley will deliver. Glick is there. And Gilles Conan is there ahead of the big Polish centre-back to clear a foul. Awarded anyway. Great strike from Tielemans though. Never going to count. The whistle had gone a good bit earlier. Monaco, as I mentioned earlier, without a win in 10. As host Reims have only won one of their last 9 in Ligue 1, but that came last weekend with that 2-0 victory away to Rennes. Game in which Remy Oudin, 21-year-old, number 18 on his back for the host this evening, scored both goals. His 2 first goals in the top flight. Henrys. Martin. That's a brilliant ball forward. Oudin couldn't quite get the cross in. The cross to cover was Armani Touré. Now it's Reims' turn to have their first corner of the evening. Four of Reims' 7 goals this season have been the first goals of games. Is that about to repeat itself here, straight into the arms of Ben Alio? Emerson. Glick, the centre-back pairing, were first choice pairing when Monaco were crowned champions of France 2 years ago. Difficult to explain how they now find themselves as the pairing in a back line that's conceded 17 goals in 11 games so far this season. We have pointed the finger at the way that Monaco run the club, making large profits selling on young players. They made over 180 million euros worth of profit this summer alone. And they've got a bit of defending to do here as Cafaro brings the ball forward for Reims. Options either side of him, and Marvin Martin, a little wasteful, the captain. Touré taking the place of Antonio Barreca in the starting 11 this evening. Sofiane Diop spotted the space for Golovin, couldn't pick out the Russian though. Monaco have it back with Touré. Alexis Ramau earning the throw-in for his side. In terms of appearances in Ligue 1, Alexis Ramau is the most experienced player on the field this evening, making his 267th appearance in the French top flight. His 12th of the season. Hasn't missed a game yet for the Stade de Reims. Formerly of Marseille, Grenoble, Toulouse and Lorient. Shadley, now Silla, couldn't quite turn on it as the ball came into him inside the Reims penalty area, and Chevalerat running himself into trouble and fouling Armani Touré. Thierry Henry in the midweek press conferences was citing examples from his playing career, notably that of Real Zaragoza, who went down in the 2007-2008 season, his first campaign in La Liga with Barcelona. Zaragoza were relegated to second division of Spanish football despite having the likes of Diego Milito, Pablo Aimar and Roberto Ayala in their ranks. Three players of great renown. He knows Monaco are not safe until they do the job on the pitch. Is there an opportunity here as Shadley tries to bulldozer his way through? Remy Oudin back on defensive duty, and he does well too. Does very well. He's found Pablo Chavaria, who's managed to hold on to possession too for the Champagne side. Chavaria spreading for Conan. Away by Jemison. Rather fortunate to see it land at the feet of a teammate, heading right down the middle of the pitch like that. Monaco moving forward now, but not too many dark green shirts to aim at. Silla. Yusufite Benassa. Now Golovin. Minutes gone, we're yet to see a shot on target from either of these sides. There is an air of confidence about the way Monaco are passing the ball about that hasn't been apparent in recent weeks. Thierry Henry been able to get his message across after 3.5 weeks in charge. Tielemans caught there by the returning Chavaria. Glixball can only find Younes Abdelhamid, who spreads very accurately to the Reims right-hand side with Remy Oudin. Toure gives it straight back to Oudin. It's out of play. Last week's match winner. Sofiane Diop can't hold on to it there, but he's already done enough to impress his coach. Thierry Henry singled him out for praise in a pre-match press conference. Hard-working, clever attacking player, just 18 years of age. Brought in from the Stade Rennais Academy this summer. Don't think he would have expected to be making his 10th senior appearance for Monaco this evening. Now Cafaro for Rouse. First time ball into the area. The connection was there from Pablo Chavaria, but it didn't catch Benaglio out. First shot on target at either end though. Away this time by Cafaro. To right to Benassa. Tielemans surely being held. Play on was signalled by the referee, Ben Elage. Now Oudin. Manages to find Alexis Ramal. The Togolese midfielder thought he'd won the corner. Monaco do indeed have the goal kick as we see the chance for Chavaria again. Great run across the front post. Just couldn't get the power needed. Pokes cleverly out towards Udan. He's got Fouquet outside of him. He went inside. Hasn't yet used the overlap of the Belgian international, Thomas Fouquet. Possession very much with Thierry Henry's men after quarter of an hour of play. The only shot on target has had to be saved by his goalkeeper, Diego Benaglio. Difficult one to predict this, and the opening 15 minutes haven't given us many more signs. So solid at the back, but without a win at home since the second weekend of action this season. They beat Lyon 1-0, now gone 4 without a victory here at the Auguste Delaune, albeit 3 of those games have ended in draws. Another test on the set piece. Monaco to try and deal with. And it goes left-footed. Abdelhamid missed it. It might still come. Ramal couldn't keep it down. Oh, Yunus Abdelhamid, number 5, is always such a threat in opposition penalty areas. Never scored in Ligue 1, but he came mightily close on a couple of occasions, notably in the recent draw against Bordeaux. At 1.90 m tall. He is head and shoulders above everyone bar Kamil Glick in the Monaco lineup. He's not even the tallest man out for Reims, the tallest outfield player, I should say, because they do indeed have a giant in goal in Edward Mendy, 1.97 m. His centre-back partner, Bjorn Engels, is 4 centimetres taller than he is. Tielemans did well to get it out under pressure, but couldn't find Sofiane Diop. Now Connor for Reims, who seem quite content to just hold on to the ball when they have it, invite Monaco towards them. Trying to pull the visitors out of position. But it's they who have to defend now as Moussa Silla looks for Golovin. Edward Mendy has been the star of Reims' campaign so far. Quickly off his line to smother out any danger. Konan. Still going, Konan. Past Henrys, and the ball in is a very good one. Chavaria! It was back for Remy Udan. You can see he's very disappointed with his effort, and understandably. Leaning back, he got it all wrong, but a great chance for us. Tielemans turning into trouble in the shape of Mathieu Cafaro. 21-year-old who was rather surprisingly released by Toulouse at the end of his contract after last season. Good find for us, really. Henrichs on the attack for Monaco. What a dangerous ball that was from the German. Monaco have their second corner of the evening. Terrific ball in from the man signed from Bayer Leverkusen. The sort of ball that Radamel Falcao, the absent captain, who sense would have loved to have fed upon. Like Benassa. Away by Engels, and Golovin struck it. That time it was Ramau in the way. Toure. Golovin for Tielemans. Two Monaco players that Thierry Henry already knew very well before arriving here. His time working as the assistant to Roberto Martinez with the Belgian national team. And another corner for Monaco. This time earned by Moussa Sylla off the toes of Thomas Fouquet. Decent early pressure this from Thierry Henry's men. Shadley near post that time, cleared away easily. Sofiane Diop. Forced all the way back to Diego Benaglio. You sense there is a lack of confidence in the final third in this Monaco side. Playing without perhaps their three first choice strikers, if you like, who would be Falcao, Jovetic and Pellegrini, and not forgetting Rony Lopez, the Portuguese forward, who was so important to them last season. He scored the opening goal of Monaco's season, and we've barely seen him since, Rony Lopez. Past the midway mark in this first period, and it's Reims on the front foot with Chavaria battling. It's fallen to Fouquet, hoping for support at the back post. It's coming now later on in the form of Guilain Conan. No way past Benjamin Henrichs though. He's been picked out by Tielemans. First time for Sylla. Might still drop for Monaco. It's Sofiane Diop. Shadley. Golovin alongside him into the feet of Diop. Cross is blocked, but it's still alive with Alexander Golovin. Henrichs. Playing a high block here, Monaco. As Glick goes wide for Shadley. Golovin again into Diop, who couldn't quite bring it under control, but the Russian is already more involved this evening than we've seen him on most of his outings in a Monaco shirt so far. That is a brilliant ball into Cafaro. On goal, Mathieu Cafaro. What a finish! Reims are ahead. What a very good goal from Mathieu Cafaro. And if Monaco's task wasn't difficult enough already, it's got a little bit harder here at the Stade Auguste Delaune. Fantastic ball through, finding Cafaro onside and in space. How about that? Curling into the top corner, his second goal of the season. Oh, hang on. This one's being reviewed. Oh, it's tight. Youssouf Benassa's right leg has been ruled out, and that is a shame for Mathieu Cafaro, whose finish was delightful. Certainly a giant sigh of relief will have been breathed out on the Monaco bench. Certainly looks as if the referee has decided to rule this one out, but he's taking his time. Being given information in his earpiece by the officials in the VAR room. And it is given. Mathieu Cafaro's goal stands. It's a very tight decision, but indeed Youssouf Benassa's right leg just played Mathieu Cafaro onside. And Monaco behind inside the opening half hour in Reims. What are this Monaco side made of? Reims, very, very difficult to break down. As we've mentioned, they've conceded 10 goals this season. 8 of those came in just 2 games. Bar that, 7 clean sheets. They're on the attack again, and it's been slid through by Chevalerat. Cut out this time, and Sofiane Diop looks to get Monaco moving quickly. And that won't help them. Raise the noise levels in here a little bit, that's for sure. Moquette winning back off Touré, playing in Chavaria. The confidence with which Monaco were passing the ball early on will no doubt have been sapped a little by that goal. It's Abdelhamid. He's pulled up for the foul on Sofiane Diop. Benassa cut out by Oudin. Looked early towards Marvin Martin or Pablo Chavaria. Difficult to tell which one it was for. His 8th goal of the season. It's the 5th time that they found the back of the net to open the scoring in a game. They hold on. Shadley. It's yet to make an impact either as a Monaco player, yet to score, yet to register an assist either. An experienced Belgian international signed from West Bromwich Albion for just over 12 million euros in the summer. Here come Reims again. It's Conal this time bursting forward. Being pulled back for offside, I believe. Well, I'm not sure. It's almost the exact same call as for the goal. This time the flag does go up. Falcao is already warming up for Monaco, as is Adama Traoré down there on the near side. Thierry Henry perhaps was hoping not to have to call on Falcao, his captain. Reims' coach David Guillon a word with the referee. It's only the second time in David Guillon's career that he's met Monaco as a coach. Last time he was manager of amateur side Chambéry. It was the 2011 Coupe de France, where he led Chambéry to the quarter-finals after they knocked 3 top-flight sides out of the competition, including a Monaco side that had the likes of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Stéphane Ruffier in their ranks that evening. A game that was won by Chambéry on penalties. One of Guillon's biggest moments as a manager up until he won the Ligue 2 title with Reims last season. Previously an assistant to Christophe Galtier at Saint-Etienne. On the front foot again, but offside decision penalising them this time. Chevalier caught out by the flag.
Chers supporters, Mr. Reims a été créé en 1931. Célébrons notre équipe avec 31 secondes d'applaudissements. Faites du bruit.
Emerson. Brazilian finds Sofiane Diop popping up in a bit of space between midfield and attack. That's what he's good at, managed to hold on to it there. Mike Benassa. Tielemans. Back into Jemison where that play started. Glick a little fortunate to hold on to the ball there, but Chevalier has it back. It's early for Oudin. Touré read it for Monaco. Emerson under pressure from Marvin Martin. Clearing away to Henrichs, but not particularly efficient in terms of clearance. Kamil Glick had to step in. Then the slip from Silla. Alexis Ramal away from Shadley. He reacted badly to having his shirt pulled by Nasser Shadley. Good to see the two just shaking hands there. Ramal has enough experience to know that those sorts of things do happen during football matches. Thierry Henry has seen his Monaco side lead for just 3.5 minutes since he took over. It was last week after Benjamin Henrichs' goal against Dijon. Here's Conan. 2 players yet to miss a minute of football this season among the outfield members of Reims' squad. Wide of Benalio's goal. Snapshot, and why not when you're 1 up already? With just over 10 minutes to go until the break. Certainly the momentum is with the home side. Monaco were looking okay until that goal went in, and it seems to have just really knocked the stuffing out of them. Thierry Henry will have to drill in some confidence again at the half-time break. So far it's looking like Stade de Reims are on course for their first top-flight win over Monaco in 14 attempts. Last one came 2nd of September 1974 at the Stade Louis II. Have beaten them since in the second division. Notably, the game secured their previous promotion, not this one, the one that saw them go up in 2012. 2-0 here against Monaco that evening. Famous evening in the club's recent history anyway. Nasser Chadli. Reims' real glory days were in the 50s and 60s when they had the likes of Raymond Copper, the legendary Just Fontaine in their ranks. Manages to find Golovin, who's tried to use the pace of Moussa Sylla. Well marshalled by the clever Younes Abdelhamid. And with a finance degree from the University of Aix-Marseille. He started his professional career at the age of 25. He's now a full Moroccan international. Yet to miss a minute of football in Ligue 1 for Reims this season. Henrichs down the line for Sofiane Diop. He's found the German once more. The cross in is a good one too, and Moussa Sylla arriving. Couldn't get it on target. Monaco's first real good chance of the evening. It fell to Moussa Sylla. Very difficult one to convert. Inches away. Wearing the armband in the absence of Radamel Falcao, of course. Well played Ike Benassa, finding Golovin just to help Monaco through the gears, but he was chased all the way by Alexis Ramal. The crowd loved that. Togolese international. And brilliantly, and Reims almost played their way out of trouble with effect. Seven minutes of first half action to go. Is there something in this for Monaco? Thierry Henry makes yet another awkward team talk. Brilliantly brought down by Udan. The no-look pass into Chavaria. Had to be well dealt with by Kamil Glick. Confidence is oozing through Reims' veins right now. Played Nasser Chadli to hold on to it under pressure. 5 red and white shirts on the edge of Monaco's penalty area. They're here to play, the home side. They're here to cause the Monaco team going through a very rough patch, here to cause them some real problems. They have done. Matcha Cafaro's goal after 24 minutes of play. The difference between these two. Cafaro into Konal. Konal goes alone past Tielemans. The crossing's an interesting one too. Udan brings it down. Now Fouquet. Cross not quite so good. Henrys can bring it clear for Monaco. Quick to get forward, the German fullback. He's just taken out by Ramal. Monaco have the free kick. It certainly is in the attacking sector that Monaco are lacking. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Radamel Falcao enter the fray at half-time. As Diop turns away from his man and finds Golovin. And they make something of this, the 2017 champions. Back with Tielemans and all the way back with their centre-back Jemison. Says something for the way Reims are set up defensively. Silla won't win in a battle against the very big Bjorn Engels. Almost 15 centimetres of difference between the two. A few kilos too. Up and under towards Chevalier. Glick's header stopped by Chevalier. Here's Marvin Martin, the captain. Gets it back from Chevalier. Cafaro, the goal scorer, back into Martin. Good play this from Reims. Cafaro tried his luck on his own down the near side. Just ran out of room. Samuel Grancier, of course, is also back on the bench for Monaco, returning from the suspension he picked up after his very brief appearance in Strasbourg. Off the bench for all of 2 minutes before he was sent off for a high foot. Here's another attacking option that Thierry Henry has at his disposition. Great footwork there from Henrys. Play on, says the referee. Diop finds Tielemans, and Henrys in a central position now. Diop again. Tielemans battling well to keep that away from Chevalier. Mike Benassa turning into space, still going here, the Moroccan. Moussa Silla let it run. Shadley perhaps. Mendy came and he's lost it. And Fouquet fouled by Golovin, and Reims just about got away with that one. I'm not sure the dummy was deliberately for Nasser Shadley. It was very well played from Silla. Mendy lost his bearings, but Golovin couldn't profit. Perhaps another chance here for Reims as Ouda just hauls Jemison to the floor. If the score does remain this way, Monaco will be praying that Guingamp don't earn a point against Nantes tomorrow in the 3 PM local time kickoff over in Nantes. Score was to remain this way, and Nantes were to get anything out of and Guingamp were to get anything out of that game in Nantes, Thierry Henry's Monaco would go bottom. Still a whole half of football to be played though. There are options on the bench for Henry to call upon, including a first inclusion since signing from Chelsea for €3 million in the summer for Jonathan Panso, an 18-year-old Englishman. Under 17 world champion with England a couple of years ago now. Martin over the top, Chavaria looked onside. No flag. Very strong, assertive defending from Henrys, but a poor clearance. Ramau has done brilliantly. Martin into Oudin, needs men in the middle. It was just a lack of support for Remy Oudin. He waited and waited to pick out a colleague, and it just never really happened for him. And now Monaco are looking to charge down the other end. Shadley, 30 seconds left of this first half, and that's a waste from Nasser Shadley. That looked offside against Oudin. Martin, his diminutive frame, the only option that Oudin had to aim at. And that's that for the first half here at the Stade Auguste Delorme. Monaco again in a rather difficult situation. Mathieu Caferot's goal after 24 minutes is the difference between these two sides at the break. And it's very difficult to explain what's going on with this Monaco side. Certainly the two 18-year-olds in the final third are not quite doing the job for them, but they really should be able to do more with the quality they have. As it stands, it's Stade de Reims 1, Monaco 0 after 45 minutes of play.
Je vais lui faire une question en français. Benjamin, début de match très difficile pour l'AS Monaco.
Yeah, it's very difficult for us, but I think in the second half, if you keep on playing like that, we have a chance.
Merci. Ah. Oui, on va enchaîner avec Alex. Alex, une première période très bien maîtrisée de la part des Rémois. C'est le plan de jeu que vous avez mis en place. Vous faites beaucoup de mal à cette équipe monégasque.
Oui, effectivement, on a travaillé ça cette semaine. Le coach nous a beaucoup parlé. Comment fallait pour les contrer, garder le ballon.
Well, they've been causing big problems to Monaco this last side. It's the way the coach has set them up that's helping them play this way. They're a goal up, and they're looking to continue in the same vein in the second half. Well, Monaco certainly on top in terms of possession, but they haven't been able to turn that into any real attacking situations of any note. Moussa Sylla with a good chance 7 or 8 minutes before the break, but that's as far as it really went for Thierry Henry's visitors. As for Reims, they haven't had much of the ball. They've certainly used it well. They've had 3 or 4 great chances, one of which ended up in the back of the net. Let's have a look at the highlights from the first half then. This was the early chance for Pablo Chavaria. Poked towards the Monaco goal and well saved by Diego Benaglio. It was the Ramau volley which went well over the Swiss goalkeeper's crossbar. Remy Oudin then had a very good chance around and about the 20-minute mark. As Guilain Conan went past everyone on his near side. Back it came for Oudin. Hugely frustrated with the finish here. Saw, and then it was he who provided that delightful assist for Mathieu Caferot, who finished with real calm and real verve in front of goal to make it 1-0 after 24 minutes of play. Brilliant finish. Benaglio could do very little about that. You see the goalkeeper pointing towards Caferot, saying someone needs to be on him. Henrys perhaps caught a little too far forward. But he does do Monaco good in the attacking sector here. He is providing for Moussa Sylla. could only poke the wrong side of the post after 37 minutes. So that's where we are then, 1-0 to Reims after the first half of football. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so with the second period. Can our Reims men lift themselves and get a result here? We'll find out soon. Don't go anywhere.
Un petit mot pour les supporters rouges et blancs.
Eh bien, je leur souhaite de continuer comme ça a débuté. Je pense qu'ils sont bien partis et je leur souhaite beaucoup.
Donc on va présenter les deux premiers participants, Antoine et Benjamin. Antoine, qui est Antoine, allez-y, levez la main, amis. Antoine et Benjamin. Et Benjamin, voilà, ces deux-là qui vont tenter de gagner le gros lot avec notre partenaire, les vitrines de Reims. Donc on rappelle le principe, Auguste va se mettre en place ici. On va lui donner un ballon, attention de ne pas tomber, Auguste. Qui va commencer, messieurs? Antoine. Antoine, alors Antoine, qui a dû déjà participer, Antoine, non, c'est la première fois. Donc Antoine, Auguste me fait la passe, je bloque le ballon, et si tu réussis à mettre le ballon directement dans les buts sans toucher le sol, tu gagnes le gros lot. Si tu mets le ballon en touchant le sol, tu gagnes quand même une récompense. On va l'encourager, applaudissements, s'il vous plaît, pour Antoine, notre premier participant. C'est parti. Allez Antoine. Bon, voilà, c'est raté pour le coup. On enchaîne avec Benjamin. Benjamin qui va se mettre en place. Benjamin, on va l'encourager également, s'il vous plaît. Applaudissements pour Benjamin. Tu es prêt, Benjamin? Allez, c'est parti. Alors c'est raté. Donc là, on va dire que c'était un premier shoot de réglage. On va retrouver Antoine. Antoine, dernier essai. On te souhaite bonne chance. C'est parti, Antoine. La passe d'Auguste. Le contrôle. Alors, il n'y arrivera pas. Antoine, c'était pas son soir. Pourtant, les gars, Mathieu Cafaro nous a montré comment faire pour la mettre au fond. Vous avez vu, hein. Benjamin, est-ce que tu es prêt? Dernier essai pour Benjamin sous les yeux de Miss Champagne-Ardenne. C'est parti. Allez. Et là, c'était mieux. Applaudissements, s'il vous plaît, pour nos deux concurrents. Et on va dans un instant retrouver les deux autres, Paul et Mathéo, de l'autre côté de la pelouse de l'autre, s'il vous plaît.
Au cœur de la cité des sacres et du champagne, nous aimons vibrer. Nous aimons supporter. Le football est dans notre ADN. On y a vu naître des légendes.
Va l'intercepter, heureusement par les joueurs de Reims. Un shoot vraiment sensationnel. Encore un shoot et encore un but.
Nous serons au rendez-vous pour continuer à écrire l'histoire. Ensemble. En 2019, célébrons le football à Reims. Nous sommes prêts.
Voilà, ben c'est parti à nouveau. Alors cette fois-ci, regardez, la passe, on va changer un petit peu, on va profiter de la présence de Miss Champagne-Ardenne qui a déjà joué au football, elle nous le confier, et c'est elle qui fera la passe donc pour nos deux prochains participants. On va également saluer notre amie Louise Bataille qui accompagne la Miss, qui a été Miss Champagne-Ardenne en 2013. Voilà, Louise également qui est présente. Alors, on va présenter ces participants qui est... Alors, c'est Mathéo. Alors, nous avons Mathéo et Paul. Ok, j'aimerais qu'on encourage, s'il vous plaît, Mathéo. Mathéo, applaudissements, s'il vous plaît, pour lui. Et donc, c'est Pamela qui va faire la passe. Vas-y, Pamela, c'est parfait. Allez, Mathéo. Alors, non, reste en place. Et ça te porte chance. Applaudissements pour Mathéo. Ah, il y a 4... Alors du coup, ça l'a peut-être aidé, Mathéo. Alors on va enchaîner avec Paul, mais Mathéo pourra à nouveau tenter sa chance, puisque pour l'instant tu gagnes un lot, mais le super lot, c'est sans toucher, on le rappelle, le sol. Est-ce qu'il peut, l'autre participant, Paul, viens avec nous, Paul, viens avec nous. Voilà, on va l'applaudir, s'il vous plaît, encouragement également pour Paul. Tu es prêt, Paul? Ah, c'est parti. Passe, et... Bon, c'est pas grave, c'est pas grave, c'est pas grave. C'était un... Alors, Mathéo, deuxième essai pour toi, Mathéo. Là, cette fois, il faut que tu essayes de le mettre directement sans toucher le sol. Est-ce que tu es prêt? Allez, Pamela, à la passe, le contrôle et... Non, mais on va l'applaudir quand même, parce que Mathéo, il l'a mise au fond. Et joliment, d'ailleurs. Allez, Paul, dernier essai pour toi, Paul. Tu peux mettre tout le monde d'accord avec notre partenaire, les vitrines de Reims. Allez, c'est parti. Hop. Alors, c'est raté. Voilà, applaudissements pour nos participants. Merci à Miss Champagne-Ardenne de s'être prêté au jeu. Et on rappelle que les vitrines de Reims récompenseront ce soir notre ami Mathéo, qui est le seul à avoir mis donc le ballon au fond en touchant plusieurs fois le sol. Mais en tout cas, c'est une belle réussite. Voilà, dans un instant, on continue avec les infos et les résultats sur les autres terrains de France. Le petit coucou de notre Miss Champagne-Ardenne, à qui on souhaite bonne chance. On rappelle, le mois de décembre, elle représentera donc notre région pour peut-être une première fois. On n'a jamais eu de Miss Champagne-Ardenne qui a remporté le titre suprême. Donc on lui souhaite pleine réussite, Pamela. Allez, dans un instant, le retour des deux équipes, c'est en train de se faire pour les Monégasques, les Rouges et Blancs ne vont pas tarder. J'aimerais également rappeler que le groupement officiel des supporters du Stade de Reims organise un déplacement à Saint-Étienne le samedi 10 novembre 2018. Prix du transport 50 €, le billet à prendre sur place. Le départ s'effectuera côté Jonquière à 11h30. Les réservations auront lieu à la boutique de Delaude dès mercredi aux horaires habituels. N'hésitez pas pour aller encourager les Rouges et Blancs. Allez, résultat à la mi-temps. On rappelle qu'hier, Paris a battu Lille 2-1, un petit peu plus tôt dans la journée. Tout le monde. Lille mène 2-0 à Dijon. Nice mène face à Amiens 1-0 et Strasbourg-Toulouse 0-0. On suivra également les rencontres demain. Nantes-Guingamp, Saint-Etienne à Angers et Montpellier-Marseille. Merci de l'honneur d'accueillir, s'il vous plaît, le retour des joueurs du Stade de Reims. Avec deux changements côté monégasque, la sortie du numéro 8, Reims, remplacé par le numéro 32, Pelé. La sortie également du numéro 34, Moussa Silla, remplacé par le numéro 9, Mohamed Garcia. Les chaussures? Ouais, l'autre.
Two changes at the break then for Monaco. Yuri Tielemans off, as is Moussa Silla. On come Pele and Radamel Falcao looking for his first goal under Thierry Henry. Can he get it in this second period? Can he help Monaco draw level at least as they try and get their heads out of this 11-game winless run? It's currently a 10-game winless run, apologies, but it would move to 11 should they fail to win here. They have plenty of work to do. They trail by 1-0. Matcha Cafaro's 24th minute effort, finding Diego Benalio's top corner. The problem for Monaco in that first half was first and foremost in the final third. Will Falcao's introduction change that? It's tough on Moussa Silla, of course. He's just 18 years of age. It's not an easy job to lead the line for a team who've been lacking inspiration for so long now. Radamel Falcao has the shoulders to bear that responsibility, though. And his first touch finds Shadley. Looking for Radamel Falcao once again. El Tigre was waiting for the pullback. And ball given against Sofiane Diop. Positive start to the second period by Monaco, though. Falcao's 10th appearance of the season. 4 goals to his name so far. We're getting quite used to these shots of Thierry Henry looking rather glum on the Monaco touchline. Not to really see him celebrate anything. Pele driving forwards. Reaching the second ball ahead of Ramal. A bit of a fight added to the Monaco ranks with Pele's introduction, and they wanted the play on there. Right, Benassa was caught by Ramal, but there was an opportunity developing. Nasser Shadley had acres of room on the near side. Monaco aren't happy. They won't want to lose Youssoufy Benassa, who has looked assured in his passing this evening. And also because they've just made 2 changes at the break, and They won't want to have to use their third. 2.5 minutes into the second period. Alexis Ramal, the guilty party, but hasn't been shown a card. Now the referee does go to his pocket. Ramal is off. Well, well, well. A lifeline for Monaco. Reims are down to 10 men. Falcao immediately G's up his troops, but Ramal can't quite believe it. It makes sense now why play on was not afforded. It's the follow through from a clearance. It's a harsh call. But Alexis Ramal has been asked to leave the pitch. He looks perplexed, the Togolese midfielder. Off he goes. Now surely Monaco can take advantage of being a man up for 40 minutes of this second period. He has the sympathy of his coach David Guillon by the looks of it, Alexis Ramal. But they've lost an important part of their setup with that red card. We saw the damage he did to Youssouphaï Benasser's leg. That was undeniable, but how deliberate it was and how dangerous it really was is another question. Handball there against Chevalerin. Now who will fare better in the heat of the action? That certainly has just turned this one up a notch. And Monaco's quality finally shine through. Nasser Chadli stands above the free kick. It's delivered towards Pele. He's kept it in. It goes out for a throw-in, and Nasser Chadli's set pieces haven't been very good at all this evening, and extend that as far as since he's joined Monaco. They haven't been very good. Here's Pele, the half-time substitution. Replaced Yuri Tillemans. It was a rather surprising signing from Monaco. Brought in from Rio Ave of Portugal. 10 million euros. Player that few in France knew much about. Cavaria just eased off the ball by Jemison. Mike Benassa certainly back to his quick-footed best. Sofiane Diop pulled up for a foul on Mathieu Cafaro, the French under-19 international. Went down easily, did Cafaro. Falcao instructing the youngster to forget it, get on with things. It's the captain, Marvin Martin, who will make way as Reims need to reinforce, having lost their sitting midfielder, the man who protects that defence. So the creative influence of Martin sacrificed. And on comes 27-year-old Thomas Fontaine, signed on a free from Ligue de Clermont in the summer. Defender by trade, but he will either play in front of the no, it looks like it's Bjorn Engels who's moved a little further forward. Thomas Fontaine able to play at centre-back, more defensive midfield, as is the Belgian, who in fact started his career as a forward. Bjorn Engels, as is centre-back, wearing number 2 this evening. Came through the ranks at Club Bruges, the team that Monaco face in the Champions League on Tuesday. Conan, he's a handful, and Henrys can't quite handle him. Good play from Guilain Conan. From Vitória Guimarães of the Portuguese First Division this summer. It's a good acquisition as well, the 22-year-old Ivorian. Well, Monaco haven't exactly stepped it up since Ramau's red card. Golovin into Shadley. Falcao back for Shadley. And Tigre on the ball once again. Falcao. Foul against Pele. It's clear what he's been put on the pitch to do. He adds a physical presence to that Monaco midfield that they were lacking in the first period. A bit too much zest in that particular challenge on Remy Houdin. Yellow card for Pellet, the first Monaco man to be cautioned this evening. Represents Guinea-Bissau at international level, does Pellet. Samo, that's Samuel Grandsir, who's been called back from his warm-up. Perhaps Sofiane Diop will make way. He's failed to really get involved in this second period. Can Grandsir speed things up a bit? 22-year-old, brought in from Troyes in the summer. Mike Benassa looking for Falcao. It's a poor ball from the Moroccan midfielder. Thomas Fontaine just hooks that one out of play. All of Reims' players are now back defending. Since Ramal's red card, they will form a block and try and just defend this slender lead that they have. Looks fairly comfortable right now, though. Monaco not really creating much. Good battling from Sofiane Diop. Henrichs. Back it goes for Youssoufai Benassa. Closed down by his compatriot Abdelhamid. Monaco had scored in each of their last 9 trips to Reims in the top flight prior to kick-off this evening. Reims' last clean sheet in the first division of French football when hosting Monaco dates back 52 years. November the 1st, 1966 that was. Are they about to create a piece of mini history here with 10 men as well? Pelé spotted the run of Falcao. That's the sort of movement Monaco were lacking in the first half. Better. The flag is up, but it's better. And the Colombian, all-time record goal scorer for his country, already, despite not getting a shot in, already adding a little something going forward. And it is indeed Sofiane Diop, who's replaced by Samuel Grancier, 4 years his senior, but still a very fresh young talent in the professional world. Much like in the first half, possession is all with Thierry Henry's side. Chavaria couldn't hold on to that. Pelé now. Henrich is opening up on the far side, looking for the switch. Ike Benassa goes inside for Pelé instead. He's just held on to it a little too long. Good battling from Shadley. Golovin. Now Ike Benassa. Falcao closed down immediately by Thomas Fontaine. And the foul given against the Reims man. Sorry, it was Abdelhamid coming through the back of El Tigre. Perhaps an opportunity from the set piece. Nasser Shadley needs to get a little more quality on this. Monaco have scored just 12 times this season. Their lowest total. Weeks since 2010. Are they anyway? Ball in, and Edward Mendy holds on to that with little difficulty after Abdelhamid bit glick to it at the back post. "27 minutes or so to go." Chavaria has taken over the captaincy since Martin left the field, finding Ouda. And Reims, who've had barely anything to feed on in this second period, have created a chance better than any Monaco have managed to muster up, despite being a man short. Here they come again, Remy Ouda, beautiful touch from him. He's earned the throw in off Almami Touré. Well, they look a good team, Reims. Not easy to play a man short, and they really are finding each other well. They're not hesitating to get forward. Table doesn't lie after 11 weeks, and they are in the top half. Rolsier away from 1 and 2, and finding Golovin. A bit of space opening up here for Monaco if they can move forward quickly. Right, Benassa's ball towards Golovin, well cut out though, as is Udaz. Right, Benassa tries again, this time he finds Falcao. Henrys. Shadley. 3 men in the middle to aim at. It's well defended. He can't get the cross in. Ike Benassa will deliver. Too close to Mendy. He really hasn't been troubled this evening, Edward Mendy. Goalkeeper who spent a year unemployed before being signed for Olympique de Marseille reserves in 2015. A difficult, bizarre sort of career. Established himself as Reims' #1 last year in that title-winning season, the promotion-winning season. And he has been exceptional in the opening 11 games of the current season. Grossier. That's a good ball. Cleared away by Bjorn Engels. Ike Benassa might go for goal here. Monaco's first effort of the second period. It's come from 25 yards out. It's their holding midfielder, Youssef Ike Benassa, with it. And it's high and wide. Remy Oudin, the man who played through Matcha Cafaro for the opening goal, the only goal of the game so far. Makes way with 25 minutes to go, replaced by Boulaye Dia. Comes on for just his second appearance of the season. 21-year-old. Remy Oudin given a standing ovation on his way off. He really is a talent. Scorer of both goals in the victory last weekend in Rennes. And the creator this time around of the goal that could give them victory over Monaco. Toure touches into Pele. Ike Benassa. Straight down the middle and to no one in particular. First touches for Boulaye Dia. Benassa roundly booed for his involvement in the Alexis Ramal red card. He finds Nasser Shadley. Rolsier does well to stop his run and keep the ball in. Golovin. Pele. Not much width to this Monaco side when they attack. Benjamin Henrys on the far right-hand side. From a Monaco perspective, the only player who's really hugging the touchline this evening, but it was his commitment to going forward that perhaps left Monaco a little exposed for the Reims goal. Grossier. And Pablo Chavaria back helping out the defence. Henry a little unhappy about the decision to award a throw in Reims' way. Diaz header. Pele for Monaco. Back for Glick. Benassa. Naturally, he's got more space to operate in now with Reims midfield having dropped back an extra notch since the sending off. See it. Monaco certainly won't be leaving the bottom three this weekend by the looks of things. Mami Touré down the line for Golovin. Bit of space for him now, but Chavaria, the forward, back helping out again and making a brilliant challenge. Falcao stopped that time by second half substitute. Thomas Fontaine. And then a foul against Monaco's Benjamin Henrich. It's his second yellow. It's not Henrich, it's Pelé. That's why he's off. Well. Monaco just shoot themselves in the foot every time they're given an inch. The man up for 20 minutes. And the half-time substitute, Pelé, is now walking after just 25 minutes on the pitch. Parity is restored in terms of on-field numbers, not in terms of score. And Monaco's power play, if we're to employ a term from another sport, certainly did not favour them. Garcia a little lucky there, perhaps. Well, it's quite unbelievable what's happening with Monaco at the moment. Just can't get a break. They're heading for an 11th game without a win. As Guilain Conan goes down. Reims are on course for an 8th clean sheet of the season. Really is an impressive record for a side newly promoted. 12 matches, 8 clean sheets. There's still a bit of time to go here though. Benalio came and claimed under pressure from Boulaye Dia. No time for him to go down, hoping for a yellow card though. He needs to keep Monaco moving. Golovin into Touré. Now Shadley. Back into Golovin. Right, Benassa. Glick. Well, the armband in the first half, the former Torino captain. The only man to start every game for Monaco so far this season, Kamil Glick. Chavaria and Fouquet getting in each other's way. Well, Mami Touré, there'll be plenty of space now on the pitch for both of these sides. 10 apiece in terms of players on the pitch. But still Rous's block stands firm. Golovin to Shadley, down the line is Garcia. Can he deliver a quality ball here? Garcia, back post was Henrich. He scored from a similar sort of position last weekend against Dijon. Golovin. Rancière looking for Ait Benassa. Thomas Fontaine back defending. Here's Dia for Rouse. Trying to hold off Jemison. He's done so very well. And found Chevalier, who turns away from Toure. Jemison had the head start he needed to reach that ahead of Boulaye Dia. Golovin. Quarter of an hour to go here at the Stade Auguste Delaune. Second bottom Monaco, trailing. They could finish the weekend bottom of the table depending on Guingamp's result in Nantes tomorrow afternoon. Falcao, oh, he slipped at an important moment, having seen Konan slip behind him. That might work out nicely. Boulaye Dia again battling with Jemison. Well marshalled by the Brazilian centre-back. Ait Benassa to Samuel Grancière. Cuts inside and delivers towards Falcao. It's a good ball and it's kept out by Mendy. I'm not sure Falcao got a touch, but the Reims goalkeeper had to be aware. Monaco's best chance of the second period. And again, it's Mendy keeping Reims clean at the back. Rancière again, that was a good delivery. Can he repeat it? Falcao had read the intention to, just couldn't quite get a touch. Ait Benassa. Now Falcao. Away from Fontaine. Here's Golovin. Toure back into Golovin. Run from Grancière, the pass didn't quite get through from the Russian midfielder. Grancière kept that one in. Monaco beginning to mount the attacks here. Reims seem to be containing them quite happily. Cafaro, too fast for Falcao going forwards. Konan, play on, says the referee. Guilain Konan, rather isolated. He's done well against Henris, he's earned the free kick too. Very good play from the Ivorian wing-back. And you can see the amount of effort he put into it to earn that free kick. Well, it's a pretty clean tackle from Benjamin Henris. He'll be disappointed to have had that called against him. But it does provide Reims with a fairly decent opportunity from the set piece to try and double their lead here as we near the final 10 minutes in Champagne country. Very flat performance from Monaco. Forward comes Younes Abdelhamid. Cafaro's delivery. Behind for a corner kick. Just Rouse's second of the evening. Abdelhamid, Dia, and of course Engels. All good targets for Cafaro from the set piece. Delivered front post away by Jemison. It's a throw in this time for Rouse. 10.5 minutes to go. Monaco, a goal down, a man down, and currently defending down in the wrong end of the pitch. Wonder what's going through Thierry Henry's mind right now. What can he do to inspire these players? They really look devoid of any ideas. Toure playing with fire here a bit. He's done well though, the Malian full-back. Golovin going down with a shout and perhaps conning the referee a little bit into giving that. Great footwork from Ike Benassa, leaving Thomas Fontaine for dead. Shadley into Golovin. Is there an equaliser somewhere for Monaco? They've got 10 minutes to find it, if there is to be. Grancier, he's made a difference since coming on, no doubt about that. Jemison. Golovin. Golovin again. Grancier's made the run. Instead it's back to Golovin. Grancier onside as well. Just hesitated a little, and now Boulaye Dia. Just try and give Rouse a bit of breathing time. He's done well too, finding Thomas Fouquet. Chevalier couldn't bring it down. Henrichs onto Golovin. Monaco will throw everything they have now at Reims. Here's Golovin, the €30 million man who certainly hasn't lived up to his price tag since arriving. Henry looking stern and upset as Golovin tries to get Cafaro to his feet. It's like cramp for the youngster. You can understand Alexander Golovin's frustrations. Cafaro just sitting down, and it'll break up the momentum that Monaco seem to be building up. A chance for them though to get some water on board and some last instructions from Thierry Henry. That second yellow, it's well, it's harsh. For the second time in Thierry Henry's short tenure in charge of Monaco, one of his second half substitutes has been sent off. Pele following in the footsteps of Samuel Grancier, both of which were summer signings. Here is Grancier. Ike Benassa for Toure. Golovin. Now Ike Benassa. Grancier. Well defended by Boulaye Dia. Reminder, Monaco's last win in the league came on the opening day in Nantes. They haven't won since. They managed a draw last weekend against Dijon on the back of 4 consecutive defeats. And it looks like they're going to fall to another defeat in Thierry Henry's 3rd league game in charge. And it's Mathieu Cafaro, the goal scorer, makes way for the man he replaced in the starting 11, Moussa Doumbia. He was brought in from Rostov of Russia in the summer. And fresh-legged Moussa Doumbia in the final 5 minutes can certainly give Benjamin Henrichs a few things to think about on that Monaco right. Plenty of pace as Doumbia. Ike Benassa delivers the free kick towards Glick. The man who saved Monaco with a late header last weekend. Emerson into Ike Benassa, very poor pass from the Moroccan. Chavaria takes over. And he takes on Touré, who certainly has the beating of the Argentinian for pace. Very poor from Touré, letting that ball out of play. Representative of Monaco's efforts for the most part of the evening. Boulaïdia, has he kept that in? No, he hasn't. Monaco still believe. I only really recall 1 shot on target from Monaco, and it was something of a cross shot from Samuel Grandsir. A team that scored so many goals in the past 2 or 3 years in Ligue 1, notably that title-winning season. Granted, not too many players are left from that particular campaign, but the top scorer, Radamel Falcao, is Grandsir, the man who delivered that cross-come shot. Having a go again, this time it's fallen to Falcao. Henrich far side, his cross is blocked by Conan, and Monaco have corner number 4 of the evening. Falcao will be disappointed he didn't bring that one down and turn. Not over yet though. Shadley with the corner. It's high, it's over everyone. It'll come for Grandsir and he can't control it. Boulaïdia leading the charge for Reims, and he's much stronger than Grandsir, who brought him down, and he'll be shown the yellow, Monaco's number 29. He's wearing the number that was made famous here by Kylian Mbappe, but he hasn't made the same impact since arriving from Troyes in the summer. There he is picking up a yellow card for that. Well, he did get a bit of the ball, but a little too much of Boulaïdia for the referee's liking. And it gives Reims a chance just to run down the clock a little more. Here's Doumbia, man who replaced the goal scorer Cafaro a few minutes ago. We're approaching the final minute of normal time. Monaco still trailing. 10 men on each side at this point. Right, Benassa. Someone needs to find a killer ball for Monaco. It must be so frustrating for Thierry Henry to watch. Henrich. Fortunate that that ball ended up with Glick. Right, Benassa. Falcao. Fouled, was he? Still no foul against Falcao, and now Reims break with Doumbia. It's Dia. He's got the beating of Jemison. Boulay Dia. Saved by Benalio. What a chance that was for Reims to double their advantage in the final minute of normal time. Down the other end now with Shadley. Into Grandsir, taken off him easily by Engels. And Golovin has it stolen by Fontaine. 5 minutes are added on. Will that give Monaco a psychological boost as they search in vain for this equaliser? Golovin, he needs to be a little further forward. He's dropping back with Benassa, the holding midfielder at the moment. Golovin needs to be supporting Falcao as Henrich delivers. Away by Engels again. Jemison for Glick. Monaco have all 9 outfield players inside Reims' half now. Golovin. Henrich. Monaco ball. It's a throw-in. Golovin gives it away, trying to play in Shadley. Konot still has plenty of energy. He's past Henrich as if he wasn't there and still going the Ivorian. He's been terrific at left back for Reims this evening. And you can see why David Guillon has yet to rest Guillaume Conan in Ligue 1. What a chance this was for Dia. In the end, a rather straightforward save. He didn't get the contact he would have wanted. It came back to him too. Jemison. Approaching the midway point in the 5 minutes of added time now. Falcao battling and winning the ball for Monaco. Toure. Past his man but unable to find his captain Radamel Falcao. Ball is back with Monaco though, back with Benalio all the way. Right, Benassa goes long towards Grandsir, who got a touch on it, and Reims will have the goal kick. Unfortunate for Grandsir. Henry and his assistant Kwame Ampadu behind him. Don't quite know what to make of this right now. They host Bruges in the Champions League on Tuesday, but that match will be of very little significance at this point. Monaco really will be thinking about their survival in Ligue 1. European football, as I say, will take a back note for the time being. Glick is up there, might still fall for Glick. Can he get it back for Shadley? Still battling the Polish centre-back. Monaco can't make anything of it. Into the final minute of added time now. Desperate times for the Principality side. He can't bail them out every week though, Kamil Glick. He's in there again. This time Abdelhamid wins the header. Henrich hands it for Jemison. Henrichs again. Monaco running out of time. Falcao hoops it towards Kamil Glick. Not good enough from Falcao. And Henrichs. Oh, he's been let off there. And that is that. The referee blows his whistle. And Thierry Henry's search for a first victory as Monaco boss goes on. It was a very uninspired performance from his men. Once again, 11 without victory in the league for Thierry Henry's Monaco. And Reims keep their 8th clean sheet of the season. They're first at home to Monaco for over 30 years in the top flight. And Mathieu Cafero's 24th minute goal gives the Champagne Club a deserved victory, I think it's fair to say, over Monaco, whose only shot on target came in the shape of a cross. We'll hear now from the goal scorer himself, Mathieu Cafero, what he makes of the victory. Well, Reims wanted to continue the way they played against Rennes. They knew they were taking on a side who are in a big period of doubt, so if they were able to put them under pressure, they would have got the win, and that's what's happened. Personally, Cafero delighted to have got the goal. He wanted to show the coach that he was able to give him the confidence needed, but he won't be paying the pizzas this evening. Well, it will be interesting to hear from the Monaco collective. The fans are furious. Those travelling Monaco fans. Another very poor performance from their men. And Radamel Falcao and Diego Benaglio, the senior players, going over to talk to those irate Monaco supporters who are trying to get onto the pitch at this point. Radamel Falcao would be best placed just leaving the scene. He is indeed calling Benaglio and Touré back now. What on earth is going on at Monaco? Thierry Henry's appointment is yet to make an impact. That's 4 games without a victory, 3 of those in the league. With the amount of quality in the Monaco squad, there certainly needs to be more shown on the pitch than there was this evening. That follows a draw with Dijon and a defeat to Rennes. I'll say it again, 11 without a victory. No win since the opening day in the league for Monaco. Their horrendous season continues yet another week as they head into a week where they have Bruges at home on Tuesday in the Champions League. It's quite incredible to think they're still playing Champions League football with the performances they're currently showing. And guess what's next for Monaco? They're home to Paris Saint-Germain. Well, that could be a horrendous evening for them next Sunday. The form PSG are in and the form Monaco are in could be a very, very toxic cocktail for Thierry Henry's men. Meanwhile, let's not forget to congratulate Reims for their performance Yet another clean sheet, the 8th of the campaign for last season's Ligue 2 champions, a European high. And another victory for them, one that takes them to 17 points for the campaign. Well, the faces of the Monaco players says it all, really. Those who have gone over to reason with the supporters trying to make light of the situation, or at least trying to find some sort of reason for the predicament they find themselves in. Of course, there was a huge loss of quality during the summer, but no one expected them to be in this situation. If Guingamp were to get as much as a point tomorrow against Nantes, Thierry Henry's Monaco would be bottom. Let's not forget they lost the likes of Fabinho and Thomas Lemar in the summer, but they also spent a huge amount of money bringing talent in. Perhaps the recruitment wasn't
avec Samuel.
good
Samuel,
enough.
évidemment, il y a beaucoup
We'll hear
de
now from one of those recruits, Samuel Grancier, the only man to get a shot on target for Monaco this evening.
Qu'est-ce qu'on se dit et l'échec et le constat de ce match à la fin?
Non, bon, on sait qu'on est dans une période très difficile.
Well, we all know at Monaco that we're in a very difficult period at the moment. We're going to work hard, double the workload, and we just have to be more efficient going forward. We're conceding too much, but we're really not showing enough going forward. A very difficult evening again, and all we can say is that we'll keep working. Well, the fans said to us that they won't let us down, but we need to give them a victory now for them to celebrate. A difficult evening for Samuel Grancier, a difficult evening for Monaco, and yet another difficult evening for Thierry Henry, who becomes the first Monaco manager since 2011 to fail to win any of his first 3 games in charge. The last man to do that, David Laurent Banid, lasted just 8 months in charge. Let's hope Thierry Henry's luck changes, but if Monaco continue to attack the way they did this evening in Reims, they're not likely to get much from the campaign. For the amount of possession they had compared to Reims, they used it very poorly. Reims on top in terms of shots, of course on shots on target as well, but only 33% of possession. A very solid defensive block doing the job for David Guillon's hosts this evening. Let's have a look at the goal once more. Oudin into Mathieu Cafaro, and that's a goal worthy of winning any match, in fairness. Very nice finish from Mathieu Cafaro, his 2nd goal of the campaign. Victory for Reims then, another 3 points for David Guillon's men. And they look in good nick if they are to maintain their top flight position going through to next season. Something Monaco would love to be able to say right now. Another team in trouble are Dijon, who drew with Monaco last week. They were beaten 4-0 at home by newly promoted Nîmes this evening. Victories as well for Nice and Rennes. It finished 1-1 between Strasbourg and Toulouse in Alsace. So that game, not Guingamp tomorrow, will have huge bearing on where Monaco finished the weekend. They will remain in 19th position for this evening at least. Reims, with that win, move up into 8th place. 17 points for them from 12 games is a total I'm sure David Guillon and his staff will be very happy with. Let's have a look at the bottom half, where Monaco still look in a dire situation. Guingamp, a game in hand, as I say, as much as a point tomorrow would put Thierry Henry's men bottom for the end of the 12th weekend in Ligue 1. From us here at the Stade Auguste Delon, that's all we've got time for. I've been Armel Tanguy. Thank you for joining me. Monaco's trouble continues, and we'll sign off on that. Good night.